there's a bunch of people been scammed out of their coins by fake Bobby and fake Jay and fake Mandy. They find somebody with a high profile in Texit coin and they clone our Telegram identity. And then they go start trying to get your Texit, get your QR. So this is a cold storage wallet key. It is not a wallet. There are no coins in this coin. Okay, that's when people say, "Oh, all my coins are in there." No, it's a key. And that sticker on the back of it that we scanned when you first got in, that's called your, somebody tell me? Public key. I know you know Eddie. Eddie designed the damn thing.
I thought maybe you didn't know.
It's called the public key. What that means is you can give that to anybody because they cannot take money out with it. All they can do is put money in. Anybody, let them. Yeah. Don't ask for an ID. Put that money in my account. That if they want that QR and they want to throw money in your account, let them knock themselves out. Do not peel that until you're ready to scan it. Because what happens when you scan it is, when you scan the QR that's in the coin, that's called your private key, which means you can pull money out of that. As a matter of fact, if you take the Texit coin app and you pull up this coin on it as it is right now, and you open it up, there's a place at the bottom that says receive. Anybody ever notice that? Yes. That's all it says, right? Yep. That's all it says, right? Yep. If you peel it and scan that QR under it, it's going to turn. If you peel it and scan that QR under it, it's going to turn blue first of all in your Texit. What does send mean? Means you can send money off of it. So it's very important that once you expose that private key account, and if you give this to somebody, they can take money out of your checking account. It's just like you gave them your checking account number and the routing number. You might as well just give them the Texit coin that's in there.
It's like, it's like giving them your password.
Yeah. And here's the difference. What's the beauty, what's the greatest thing about crypto? It can't be regulated by the government, right? What's be regulated by the government, right? What's the worst thing about crypto? It's not regulated by the government, so it can't be insured. If you accidentally give your password to a scammer at the bank, if you give your password to a scammer at the bank, you can probably call the bank and maybe even get your money back. Because it's regulated by the government. The government's all in the middle of everything. If you get scammed with crypto, your ass is grass. They are not giving you your money back. It is not happening.
To your rescue. We can't save that money.
There's no way to go find it. There's no way to get it back. People have lost thousands of Texit coins. I was told, I don't know if it's a rumor, so take it as a rumor, that there's a ranger, in my group of course, who lost 35,000 Texit coin to a scammer. So what does that mean? That means don't touch it, don't peel that sticker until you're ready to cash some coins out. When you do, once you do that, what you can do though, you can take another one of these, you can take that cold storage, you can take what's now a hot wallet, and you can dump as many as you want into that new receive. And now those are protected again. And you can also go into your profile on the website, and you can go where you tell it where to send. There's a place where it sends your Texit coin every day from the mine. You can add a new wallet until it sends 100% of those coins to the new wallet if you want. So that old wallet now is a hot wallet. Or you can keep half of them going to that so you can spend them, the other half going to a cold wallet. You can do anything you want. You 50-50, 40-60, however you want to do it. And once they get to a high value, once let's say they go to $100, you may want to take $200 a day and put it in your spending, and the other 200, if you're getting $400, you're getting 4 coins a day, put the other 200 in your cold wallet and keep it as a savings account or a safe deposit box. That's essentially how on them, because we're not big enough yet. When we get big enough, you'll be able to put them on all kinds of things. You can store Texit coin, is to have a wallet like this or put it on an exchange. Okay, so what happens when you do that? You send money over, and usually it's USDT because that's our trading partner on most of the exchanges, and you buy Texit coin, and now it's in your wallet on that exchange. Should you leave it there? Why not?
Because it's vulnerable.
Not only is it vulnerable, it doesn't belong to you. That wallet, it actually belongs to the exchange. If you don't have a 12-word key that nobody can get on a hot wallet, that's not your wallet. It belongs to Dextrade.
So you're saying if this is traded off on Dextrade and you buy TXE and leave it there in Dextrade without transferring it back to your
Wallet.
coin,
It's vulnerable.
it's vulnerable.
What if Dextrade decides to shut everything down tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't leave it on there. If I buy coin, Texit coin, it goes into my wallet, that's the same.
As soon as they tell me it's done buying,
Yeah.
I'm withdrawing it
Yeah.
to either my hot wallet or my cold wallet on my app.
On and off ramping.
Yep. And it's that this thing is not as complex as people want to make it out to be. This is receive only. When you peel it and clean it off and scan that QR that's etched into the coin, it's not. It's receive and send. Anybody who gets that key can take money out of your wallet. It's just like they've got your password to your bank account. It's that simple. That help anybody? Make some sense?
So when you sell the coins and you put them back on the hot wallet, or buy coins and put them back on the hot wallet, or whatever the scenario is.
Put them in a wallet.
Back in hot wallet, it continues to follow the value as the coin goes up and down.
Yeah, the coins have the value no matter where they are.
Where they are, okay.
If the coin value right now is $1.50, then it's $1.50. For instance, when you first started mining, the coins were a different value than they are today, most likely. No, I don't know if anybody signed up the day they were at $1, right? So when I first started mining, how much were the coins? Anybody know? 2.8 cents, right? How many were we getting back in those days, Eddie? How many coins were we getting the first of March or 1st of May?
1 coin.
No, the 1st of May. We were getting hundreds of them.
Probably 1,200 coins.
And as a matter of fact, the I call it batch out. It's not really the right terminology, but when the mine batches out, everybody knows you get your coins once a day, right? If you go look at our blockchains, when we first started, those of us who were founders, every block went straight into your wallet. So there's a transaction. There's like 40 transactions in a day. And it's all the coins coming in. So you have to add them all up to know what you were getting a day. But if they were still 2.8 cents, they wouldn't be worth a whole lot, right? But let's say I got 100 the first day. When they went to $5, I had 500 bucks. Not whatever 500 to 2.8 cents is. It's just like it's like silver or gold. If you've got a piece of silver, and right now silver's at 70 bucks an ounce, that's what that piece of silver is worth. If it's 90 bucks an ounce, your silver is worth 90 bucks an ounce until you sell it. Now, what happens if you got a whole pile of silver? I mean, like, I don't know, 1% of the world's supply, and you sell it all today, what's going to happen? The price is going to drop. Same thing happens with Texit coin. That's what happened when it quote unquote crashed recently. There were a bunch of people selling, and there weren't enough people buying to keep the price up. I know a guy that sold $94,000 worth of them and paid off his house and his car. So it's what they in the stock market business they call taking profit. They basically had a bunch of coins. They were worth $5. They started selling them. That was their number. My number is a little higher than that for voluntary selling. I may sell something because I want some money for something at some point, but my number's a little higher than 5 for just going, well, this is the number. I got to sell them today. That's what happened. We just had more people selling than they were buying. There were more coins for sale than there were people willing to buy them at that price. So that drops the price. The coolest thing is, for those of you who don't know, we were supporting the price. Texit coin was literally buying coins using extra money from what we paid in to buy into the mine to keep the price up. And what happened was we ran out of that budget because the sales started lagging towards the end of the year. When that happened, there was no budget left to do that because there was a certain amount of money budgeted for supporting the coin. So the good news is that $5 to $7 that it got to was really artificial. But this dollar is organic. And here's what you tell people who say, well, gee, it was at $6 and now it's at $1. I tell them, no, it was at 2.8 cents. And now it's at $1. And that's about 13,000% in less than 2 years. Will it do that again next year? I don't know. Could. Might do even better than that. Might go back to $5. Might go to 10. Crypto's volatile. We all know that. How much did when this bear market started? How much did Bitcoin crash? Anybody know?
How many times?
$35,000 per coin. It dropped from $120,000 to $85,000. And those are round numbers. That's a big drop in something that's the granddaddy of everything we're doing. Ours dropped really big too, but ours dropped really big because we're a baby. And people don't really know what to think of us yet. And we don't have the utility of the downtown dollars yet. We don't have the mine big enough to make transactions take place very fast. Guy came in today, bought 100 coins from me. I dropped them from my hot wallet to his hot wallet. I set one up for him. He had the app already, which was really cool. Set one up for him. He bought $100 worth of coins from me. I dropped them on there. He was here 5 minutes later, and we'd gotten one confirmation. When the mine's done, we'll be able to do the full 6 confirmations in a matter of a split second, part of a second. That's part of the reason for building it so big. Everybody feel better about knowing what these are and how they work? I know they don't really explain it. They just send it to you in the mail. That's what they did with me too.
Maybe this would have been a good video.
Huh? As a matter of fact, I think it's on twice. I think Ann's filming it right now too. I have to I have to get her to edit it before she lets it fly on YouTube though. There's a lot of jibber jabber going on in it.